saying they're underhand, they're leaking stuff, it's dirty. Magic, he looked bad on that Anthony Davis mess. And Rob Pelinka is a workaholic. He's under Magic. He looks like Rob Lowe, but regardless of who he looks like, the Pelicans wouldn't even take a phone call from him. So you got all these guys and all these egos, and Jeannie Buss is hovering above all of it saying, this is what happens when you get a superstar. We had Kobe. We had Magic. My dad had Wilt, Kareem. This is what happens. The woman in the room is saying, don't worry about the tension. She's hovering above all of it, and there's finger pointing, and there's chaos. And as the coach told me last night, that's just doing business with LeBron. If you're on the staff with LeBron, that's just doing business. That's just the reality of it. There's going to be some urgency and some tension and it's true. But nobody thought this year was going to be special. When I said before the year, I said, I think they're going to win 49 games. You mocked me. You rushed to Twitter. You're crazy. They're winning 38. I said, they'll win 48 games. And by the way, they were on pace to win 52 if LeBron didn't get hurt. And didn't the Lakers just land the world's biggest free agent in the offseason? Well, yes, they did. How about we give them one more offseason to see if they can land another? Because generally that's the way it works. You don't land everybody in one fell swoop. I'm with Jeannie Buss. Maybe I'll make up seat cushions and pins and T-shirts. LeBron went to the finals with Mike Brown, David Blatt, Ty Lue. Luke Walton is not significantly better or worse than any of those. Sometimes you just have to understand. If you go on a fishing boat, and I used to work as a kid as a deckhand on a fishing boat, it's rocky and some people throw up. Yes, you throw up the first 2 or 3 days until your stomach gets used to it. And then when you bring people on to catch fish, they throw up every time.
I always get seasick.
Yes, that's the reality of getting on a boat. The waters are rocky, and most people can't handle it. And as the coach told me last night, this is doing business with LeBron. Is that you'll walk around, you'll read the paper, and you're like, that didn't happen at practice. And somebody will say, that happened at practice. It's like Chris Bosh said yesterday. When did you know it was different? The first second he signed. Our world changed. Press conferences, 30 people instead of 4. Chris Haynes, Yahoo Sports, said yesterday he expects Luke Walton, too, to be retained for the rest of the year.
I think he is. If you look at what all has transpired over the last couple of weeks, I don't think that you can place the blame primarily on Luke Walton. There's no secret about it that, the trade rumors that were going on with the Lakers and New Orleans Pelicans, how everything just became so public. You just knew that it was going to take time for that locker room to heal from that. Then you add the fact that LeBron James is out for a significant amount of time. With all those factors, I just don't think you can place the blame solely on Luke as of right now.
Of course you can't. I am officially with Jeannie Buss. Come on, guys. Come on, egos. Take a deep breath. Stop finger pointing. The woman, little F's of an ego. Her net worth isn't changing. Her legacy's not changing. Got 30 games. Let's get into the playoffs. Lakers, I think, will try to avoid playing Golden State in the first round and then go after Anthony Davis and probably have to give up less than you would have a week ago. Let me shift gears to this. The New York Giants are a football club. They are reportedly out on 5'8.5" quarterback prospect Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray's agent, though, he's a big shot. He does a podcast with Johnny Manziel. He came out yesterday and ripped these old guys in the NFL that don't get his client. Listen.
Kyler is not some little shrimp they're making him out to be. This kid weighs 205 yesterday.
Holy
scale. This kid is jacked the F up. These days and age of these old NFL dinosaurs and scouts that sit back and talk about what players can't do. Oh, he can't do that. He's not this. He's not that. Those are the losers. You want all your requirements and all of that. That's not what the NFL game is today.
Yeah, it actually is exactly what the NFL game is today. You have this, you don't have that. It's called scouting. They have a combine. They measure you. By the way, he called them dinosaurs and losers. Eric Burkhart, be careful. You host a weekly podcast with Johnny Manziel. Be careful calling other people losers. Bill Belichick is 66. His owner's 77. Andy Reid was